Okay guys, welcome to part 2 of 4 of the client build, the projector mount for the truss that we're building. So what I'm going to do in this part 2 is I'm going to show you how to quickly lay out and how I lay out my material and prep it for welding and setup. So the way I'm going to do this is I'll take my steel ruler, and I need to find out the coupon size first. So I'll measure it out, and we have a 6-inch coupon. So I'll mark, I already did here, but I'll mark the 3-inch mark. Then I'll turn it on its side, and then measure right on that line that it is made, measure the 1-inch mark. There we go. So now, as you can see, we have a little crosshair. Now that crosshair is what I'm going to use. Sorry, this is not wanting to stay. Let's move this. Alright. So now we have a crosshair which we're going to go off of. So now what I'm going to do is, you can do this many different ways. But I'm going to take my square, set it up on the edge of that material, in there, as I know this is a square cut. And now I have a perpendicular line running across the piece. Take the square again. There we go. Now I have an exact center on this piece. I will confirm it with my ruler. Looks good that way. And we look good that way. So now what I'll do is, I know that this tube right here, which I'm going to confirm the dimensions right now, should be 3/4 inch. And upon checking, it is 3/4 inch. So I know that half of the 3/4 inch material, well, the easy way to find that out is double everything. So that's 6/8 or 3/8 if I want half of it. So now I'll take my coupon right here, and I'll just use one of these bigger numbers because the scale gets bigger the further you go up the ruler. And I'll measure out 3/8 on either side. 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. There we go. And I have 2 marks. One of them, they are 3/8 on the side of that center line, meaning we have a total of 6/8, meaning that is 1/4 inch on this side. There. Now we do the lines to continue it on. Then you do the exact same process, but with the coupon flipped on its side. So then you go in, set that up in the center, go over 3/8 either side. Once you get that line, take your square, and you can just do it in the center this time. Don't have to go all the way to the edges, because we're going to have to scribe this and then... Okay, so now that we've got this set up, I'll zoom, see if we can get this focused on. Okay, There you go right there. That is the crosshair we have now made. And I'm going to confirm this. That this should be within the ballpark at least. Of... Right there, look at that. Perfect. And... Perfect. Okay. Which now means I'm gonna duplicate this process on the other coupon, and then I will be right back. Okay, and there we go. This is our second one right here. So I will do the confirmation to ensure yes. And yes, they are 3/4 by 3/4 inch squares, which I will grab a piece, which will accommodate that perfectly. So now we have the bottom plate done. Now we're gonna do the top piece. Now the only difference between the two pieces is that the square in the center is going to be 1 inch and not 3/4. So I'm not going to go through the process of drawing this one. I'll just quickly do it and then I'll show you when we're done. Okay, there we go. So there is a 1 inch by 1 inch square now drawn on. So I followed the same process as we did for these 3/4 coupons. Now, once again, confirm the overall is 1 by 1 inch. So that's 1/2 inch on either side of the center crosshair. And then use the square to match it out. And that should match this piece perfectly. Okay. I will quickly make the other one, and then we will put them side by side, see what they look like. Okay, there we go. There's the second one that took like 1 minute and 30 seconds. So now we have two side by side. As you can notice, the bottom one isn't as long, and that's just an error at the factory or whatever. They didn't want to cut a brand new 10-foot length into a little chunk, so it was fine. I said it didn't really matter. It's an 1/8 gap or something, so I wasn't too worried. Now, so I just offset it a little bit to the side by a 1/16, and it'll be centered in the plate. Now, these are the top ones. So what's going to happen with these are going to be actually sitting like this, so upside down, with one more untouched plate sitting on top of it, with a bead here and here. Same thing on the other side, and then probably do on the edges too. Just to hold it together, and he wants a little bit more beef in the thing, so I don't blame him. It's a good idea. So I think that's it for this video. There's a link in the description to the rest of the series, so if you'd like to check that out, go ahead and check it out. Stay tuned for more videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Okay guys, goodbye.